We live in an age of unprecedented technological advancement. The digital revolution has transformed our lives in countless ways, offering incredible opportunities and daunting challenges. From the smartphones in our pockets to the artificial intelligence shaping our future, technology has become both an indispensable tool and a powerful force that is reshaping our world. But this rapid progress comes at a price. As we delve deeper into the digital age, we are confronted with a host of ethical dilemmas that demand our attention. Issues of privacy, surveillance, cybercrime, and the responsible use of artificial intelligence are just the tip of the iceberg. The benefits of technology are undeniable, but so are the risks. We find ourselves at a crossroads, grappling with the question of how to harness the power of technology for good while mitigating its potential harms. The pace of technological change can feel overwhelming. What was once the stuff of science fiction is now our everyday reality. We can communicate instantly with people across the globe, access vast stores of information with a few taps on a screen, and even delegate complex tasks to intelligent machines. This digital revolution has profoundly impacted every aspect of our lives, from the way we work and learn to how we connect with each other and understand the world around us. It has brought about incredible advancements in medicine, communication, and countless other fields, improving the lives of millions. Yet, amidst this progress, we cannot ignore the growing sense of unease. The very technologies designed to connect us can also leave us feeling isolated and alone. The tools meant to empower us can be used to manipulate and control. The digital age has ushered in a new era of human history, one filled with both promise and peril. It is an era that demands careful consideration of the ethical implications of our creations. Technology has an undeniable allure. It promises to make our lives easier, more efficient, and more entertaining. It offers solutions to complex problems and opens up new frontiers of human ingenuity. It is easy to get caught up in the excitement of innovation, to embrace the latest gadgets and advancements without fully considering their long-term consequences. But beneath the shiny surface of technological progress lies a deeper anguish. We sense that something is amiss, that our relentless pursuit of progress may be coming at a cost. We worry about the erosion of privacy, the spread of misinformation, and the potential for technology to be used for harmful purposes. The digital age has amplified our capacity for both good and evil. It has given us tools that can be used to heal or to harm, to connect or to isolate, to enlighten or to deceive. The choices we make today will determine the kind of digital future we create for ourselves and for generations to come. In this age of rapid technological advancement, it is more important than ever to seek guidance from sources of wisdom that have stood the test of time. While the Bible may not address the specifics of artificial intelligence or social media, it offers timeless principles that can help us navigate the ethical challenges of the digital age. For centuries, the Bible has served as a moral compass for countless individuals and societies. Its teachings on human nature, the nature of good and evil, and the importance of justice, compassion, and integrity provide a framework for ethical decision-making that remains relevant today. By examining the wisdom of the Bible through the lens of modern technology, we can gain valuable insights into how to use these powerful tools responsibly and ethically. We can learn to harness the power of technology for good while guarding against its potential harms. In the relentless march of technological advancement, it's easy to be swept away by a wave of optimism, to believe that we are on the cusp of a technological utopia. We imagine a future free from disease, poverty, and even death itself, a future where technology has solved all of humanity's problems. This seductive vision can lead us down a dangerous path, one paved with pride and an overinflated sense of our own abilities. We begin to believe that we are the masters of our own destiny, that human ingenuity knows no bounds. We place our faith in algorithms and artificial intelligence, trusting them to make decisions that were once the exclusive domain of human judgment. We become so enamored with our own creations that we fail to see the potential consequences of our actions. This temptation is not new. Throughout history, humanity has grappled with the allure of forbidden knowledge, the desire to transcend our limits and become like gods. From the Tower of Babel to the myth of Icarus, the consequences of unchecked pride and ambition have been etched into our collective consciousness. And yet, we seem doomed to repeat these mistakes, seduced by the siren song of technological progress, blinded by the dazzling potential of our own creations. We forget that with great power comes great responsibility, that our technological prowess must be tempered by wisdom, humility, and a deep respect for the moral and ethical implications of our actions. The Bible offers a sobering warning against the dangers of pride and self-reliance. Proverbs 16:18 tells us, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." Our technological achievements should not lead us to arrogance. When we become puffed up with pride in our own ingenuity, we set ourselves up for a fall. The story of the Tower of Babel serves as a cautionary tale. Their hubris led to their downfall. This ancient story holds a powerful message for us today. The temptation to place our faith in technology, to believe it holds the key to solving all of humanity's problems, is a dangerous illusion. Technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or evil, for construction or destruction. When we prioritize innovation over wisdom and compassion, we risk creating a world that is technologically advanced but spiritually bankrupt. We build towering structures of technological achievement on foundations of sand, destined to crumble under the weight of their own hubris. As we stand at the precipice of a new era of technological innovation, it is more important than ever to cultivate a spirit of humility. We must approach our creations with a healthy dose of skepticism, recognizing that even our most brilliant innovations are not without their flaws and potential for unintended consequences. We must resist the temptation to view technology as a panacea for all of humanity's ills, acknowledging that true progress requires not just technological advancement, but also moral and spiritual growth. We must ensure that our technological pursuits are guided by wisdom, compassion, and a deep respect for the dignity of all human beings. Instead of seeking to become like gods, we should strive to be faithful stewards of the gifts and talents we have been given. We should use our technological prowess not to dominate and control, but to serve and uplift, to create a world where technology is harnessed for the betterment of all humankind. In the words of the Apostle Paul, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves." Philippians 2:3. May this be the guiding principle for all our technological endeavors. Every technological breakthrough casts a shadow. Advancements that promise to make our lives easier can also be twisted and used for harm. The digital age amplifies our capacity for both good and evil. Tools that connect us can also exploit and manipulate. Technologies designed to empower can become instruments of control. This duality is a reminder that our greatest achievements carry the seeds of their own undoing. From the moment humanity discovered fire, we have grappled with the double-edged nature of our creations. Fire can provide warmth, but also destroy. Technology is a neutral tool, its impact determined by those who wield it. As we marvel at the digital age, let us not be blinded to its shadow side. Acknowledge the potential for misuse and the allure of power unchecked by ethics. The ancient wisdom of the Bible offers a sobering reminder of the human capacity for mischief. In Ecclesiastes 7:29 we read, "God made mankind upright, but they have sought out many schemes." This verse highlights the inherent tension within the human heart, the constant struggle between our better angels and our baser instincts. While created in God's image with a capacity for goodness and creativity, we are also prone to selfishness, greed, and a desire for power. This inherent flaw in our nature finds fertile ground in the digital age, where anonymity and distance often embolden our worst impulses. The internet, for all its wonders, has become a breeding ground for hate speech, cyberbullying, and the spread of misinformation. Social media platforms designed to connect us are often used to sow division, amplify extremism, and create echo chambers where critical thinking goes to die. Technological advancements in and of themselves do not guarantee moral progress. In fact, without a strong ethical framework, they can easily become tools of oppression, exploitation, and dehumanization. It is up to us as individuals and as a society to ensure that our technological creations are guided by wisdom, compassion, and a deep respect for the dignity of all people. One of the most concerning aspects of the digital age is the erosion of privacy. We live in a world where our every move can be tracked, recorded, and analyzed. From the websites we visit to the purchases we make, from our location data to our online conversations, an unprecedented amount of personal information is being collected, stored, and often shared without our knowledge or consent. Governments and corporations alike are increasingly relying on surveillance technologies for a variety of purposes, from national security to targeted advertising. While these technologies can undoubtedly serve legitimate purposes, they also raise serious concerns about the potential for abuse and the chilling effect on freedom of expression. The line between security and surveillance is easily blurred. What begins as a well-intentioned effort to protect citizens from harm can quickly morph into a system of mass surveillance that erodes civil liberties and creates a climate of fear and suspicion. The right to privacy is not just about protecting our personal information. It is about safeguarding our freedom of thought, association, and expression. As our lives become increasingly intertwined with the digital world, so too do the threats we face. Cybercrime has exploded in recent years, evolving from the realm of mischievous hackers to a sophisticated criminal enterprise that affects individuals, businesses, and even nations. From identity theft and financial fraud to ransomware attacks and data breaches, the costs of cybercrime are staggering. The proliferation of malware, phishing scams, and other malicious online activities has created a digital minefield where even the most tech-savvy individuals can fall victim. The anonymity of the internet provides fertile ground for criminal activity, allowing hackers and fraudsters to operate with relative impunity. The interconnected nature of our digital infrastructure means that a single vulnerability can have cascading consequences, potentially disrupting critical services and causing widespread damage. Addressing the growing threat of cybercrime requires a multifaceted approach. Governments need to strengthen cybersecurity measures, businesses need to invest in robust security protocols, and individuals need to be educated about the risks and how to protect themselves. In the digital age, information is power. The ability to control the flow of information, to shape narratives, and to influence public opinion is a potent weapon that can be used for both good and evil. Unfortunately, we are increasingly witnessing the weaponization of information, the deliberate spread of misinformation, disinformation, and propaganda designed to sow discord, manipulate public opinion, and undermine trust in democratic institutions. Social media platforms, with their algorithms designed to amplify engagement, have become breeding grounds for the spread of false and misleading information. The echo chamber effect, where people are primarily exposed to information that confirms their existing biases, exacerbates the problem, making it difficult to discern fact from fiction. The consequences of this information warfare are far-reaching. It erodes trust in traditional media outlets, fuels political polarization, and creates a climate of cynicism and distrust. It can incite violence, undermine elections, and destabilize entire societies. Combating the spread of misinformation requires a collective effort. Paradoxically, in an age defined by interconnectedness, we are experiencing a profound sense of disconnect. The very technologies designed to bring us closer together often serve to isolate us, creating a digital divide that separates us from God, from each other, and even from ourselves. We scroll through social media feeds, bombarded by curated versions of reality, comparing our lives to the carefully constructed images of others. We retreat into virtual worlds, seeking solace in online communities while neglecting the relationships that truly sustain us. The constant barrage of information, notifications, and demands on our attention leaves us feeling overwhelmed and depleted, unable to fully engage with the present moment or with the people around us. We become slaves to our devices, tethered to the digital realm at the expense of our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus poses a profound question. What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul? This question resonates deeply in our technology-saturated age, challenging us to consider the true cost of our digital pursuits. Social media platforms promise to connect us with friends, family, and like-minded individuals across the globe. We present carefully curated versions of ourselves online, highlighting our accomplishments while downplaying our struggles. This illusion of connection can mask a growing epidemic of loneliness and isolation. As we spend more time in the digital realm, we neglect the face-to-face interactions that are essential for our emotional and social well-being. Reclaiming our humanity in a digital age requires a conscious effort to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with the real world. It means prioritizing face-to-face interactions with loved ones, carving out time for meaningful conversations, shared meals, and activities that foster connection and intimacy. Reclaiming our humanity also means setting healthy boundaries with technology. It means creating space for silence, reflection, and prayer, allowing ourselves to disconnect from the digital noise and reconnect with our inner selves. While it's important to be mindful of the potential pitfalls of technology, we can also harness its power to cultivate authentic connection. The key is to approach our online interactions with the same intentionality and authenticity that we bring to our offline relationships. Let us use technology not as a substitute for human connection, but as a tool to enhance and enrich the relationships that truly matter. As technology continues its relentless advance, pushing the boundaries of what was once considered science fiction, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The very tools we create, imbued with the power to reshape our world, present us with profound moral and ethical dilemmas. The digital landscape, while brimming with opportunity, is also fraught with peril. We develop artificial intelligence capable of making life or death decisions, gene-editing technologies that could alter the very fabric of humanity, and surveillance systems that erode privacy on an unprecedented scale. We need an ethical framework, a moral compass to navigate this uncharted territory. The Bible, while not a technical manual for the digital age, offers timeless wisdom that can illuminate our path. In 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 23, the Apostle Paul writes, "All things are lawful, but not all things are helpful." This verse, though written centuries before the advent of smartphones and artificial intelligence, speaks directly to the ethical challenges we face today. It reminds us that not everything that is technologically possible is morally permissible. We must weigh the potential consequences of our technological creations, not just in terms of efficiency and progress, but also in terms of their impact on human dignity, social justice, and our relationship with God. Artificial intelligence, perhaps more than any other technology, exemplifies the ethical complexities of the digital age. We are creating machines capable of learning, reasoning, and making decisions that were once the exclusive domain of humans. We must ensure that AI is aligned with our values, promoting human flourishing and reflecting our highest aspirations rather than our basest instincts. Privacy, once a cherished right, is under assault in the digital age. Our online activities, our movements, even our conversations are tracked, recorded, and analyzed by governments and corporations alike. The erosion of privacy has profound implications for freedom of thought, expression, and association. We must advocate for strong privacy protections, both online and offline, and promote technologies that empower individuals to control their own data. In the digital age, it's easy to forget that our actions have consequences. We hide behind avatars, usernames, and the perceived anonymity of the internet, believing that our online behavior exists in a consequence-free zone. But the truth is, there is no such thing as anonymity, not in the digital realm and certainly not in the eyes of God. Hebrews 4:13 reminds us, nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Every click, every comment, every online interaction shapes who we are for better or for worse. Or the Apostle Paul, writing to the church in Rome, reminds us of our ultimate accountability. So then each of us will give an account of himself to God, Romans 14:12. This truth applies not just to our offline lives, but to every aspect of our being, including our digital actions. Have we used the tools of the digital age for good or for evil? Have we allowed the internet to draw us closer to God or further away? The perceived anonymity of the internet can be intoxicating. It offers a sense of liberation from the social norms and consequences that govern our offline lives. But this freedom can easily devolve into license. We say and do things online that we would never dream of doing in person. And the consequences of our online actions can be just as real, just as devastating as the consequences of our offline behavior. The knowledge that we are accountable to God for our digital actions should not paralyze us with fear, but rather liberate us to live lives of integrity, both online and offline. Let us approach the digital world with the same values that guide our offline lives: honesty, integrity, compassion, and respect. Let us use the internet to connect with others in meaningful ways, to share our faith, to encourage one another, and to work for justice and peace in our world. For in the end, it is not our digital footprint that will define us, but the legacy of love, kindness, and faithfulness we leave behind. So as we've journeyed through the complex and often uncertain landscape of technology and ethics, one constant source of illumination has guided our path: the timeless wisdom of the Bible. While written centuries before the advent of smartphones, artificial intelligence, and social media, its teachings on human nature, morality, and our relationship with God remain as relevant as ever in this digital age. The Bible doesn't offer us a rulebook for navigating every ethical dilemma posed by technology. Instead, it offers us something far more profound: a framework for ethical decision-making, a moral compass to guide us through the complexities of a rapidly changing world. The impact of technology on our lives and on the world around us ultimately depends on the choices we make, the values we prioritize, and the intentions that guide our actions. Honoring God in the digital age requires us to be intentional about how we use the powerful tools at our disposal. It means recognizing that our online actions have consequences, not just in the virtual world, but in the real world and in the eyes of God. The digital world is not a morally neutral playground. It's an extension of the real world, a space where our values, beliefs, and character are constantly being shaped and revealed. Honoring God in the digital age means using our voices to promote truth, justice, and compassion. While the potential pitfalls of technology are undeniable, we must not lose sight of its incredible power for good. The same tools that can be used to exploit, manipulate, and divide can also be used to connect, educate, inspire, and heal. We can use technology to amplify the voices of the marginalized, to raise awareness about injustice, to mobilize for positive change. The digital age presents us with unprecedented opportunities to share the love of Christ, to be salt and light in a world hungry for hope and meaning. The future of technology is uncertain, full of both promise and peril. New innovations will continue to emerge, challenging our assumptions, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible and forcing us to confront complex ethical dilemmas. Navigating this uncharted territory will require wisdom, courage, and a steadfast commitment to our values. We must be willing to harness the power of technology for good while guarding against its capacity for harm. As we conclude our exploration of technology and ethics, let us heed the call to responsible stewardship. We are entrusted with powerful tools that have the potential to shape the future of humanity. Let us use these tools wisely, thoughtfully, and ethically. Let our digital footprints reflect the transformative power of the gospel, leaving a legacy of hope, healing, and grace for generations to come.